Hi, I'm Richard Munden, real estate agent for Keller Williams Select Realty here in Halifax. I mean, like, what a time to be in real estate. It is booming. The business is booming here in Nova Scotia. If you're listing, there's no better time to list. Everything is selling. If it's half decent, any kind of shape, it is selling so fast, days. It is a true seller's market. You have the ability to make a lot of money selling real estate right now. It's a little more difficult for buyers, but those buyers that are coming from away to come home to Nova Scotia, we can certainly help you find the right home in the right area based on your budget. And typically, if you're selling a home out west and moving here, you're going to get way more value for your money in doing so. Even though the market is booming here, still nowhere near in comparison to Toronto and out west in the bigger cities. So again, these are things that I can help you find out and get you the right deal, whether you're buying or listing.
What is your background?
My background, I've been in the carpet business for about 38 years, selling primarily luxury goods, so higher end area rugs, wool, silk, hardwood, you name it, any type of quality product. So I'm very used to working in the building trade, working around new homes, homes under renovation, construction, as well as high-rise buildings. So born and raised in Halifax, in Rockingham, lived there most of my life. Like a lot of young professionals trying to make it in this world, I moved on to Toronto for 5 years with the company that I was working for. I was promoted to a senior position in Toronto. And then I was headhunted for a job in Vancouver that I was appointed president of a company there. Did that for 7 years, but always have that yearning for home. And we always planned on moving back to Halifax. And the time had come when I was here visiting my mother and thought we would search for a home. Which we found, and fairly quickly moved back to the HRM. Found a beautiful spot in Queensland, very near the beach, overlooking the ocean, and really nothing can compare to living life on or near the ocean. It's just so rewarding and makes you feel so good living by the sea. We spend a lot of time in the water with the kids, on the water, either boating or snorkeling. It's a great way to raise your kids, and they love it, and the outdoor environment here is really second to none. In the luxury flooring business, I've done a lot of projects here locally. Pavilion, I've done a lot of work for the Lord Nelson Hotel, a lot of commercial projects as well. The whole concept of doing high-end homes as well as commercial buildings really intertwined me with the fact that I loved real estate. I loved to be involved with seeing how the house went from a hole in the ground to the finished product, seeing the interior finishes go in. My wife and kids, we used to grab the kids and we'd go on a Saturday and we'd look at homes, just for the fun of it, and we just absolutely the passion for being involved or seeing the different homes popping up and the different styles, whether they're contemporary, Victorian, whether they're by the ocean, whether they're inner city. This was really something I've had a passion for probably decades, and hadn't done anything about it until recently, when I decided that it was time to make that big leap and get into the real estate business officially, as opposed to just looking at homes and loving what I saw and wishing I could have every home. It was a way for me to actually be involved in all these homes, see the oceanside homes, the oceanfront homes, and actually help people live their dream by helping them buying and selling homes near the ocean, or just the East Coast in general. And it would be my hope that I can entice the right people to move from out west or internationally, and just be able to show them, you know, what I love so much about Nova Scotia, and especially the coast, and how they can have such a great life here in such a chaotic world that we live in right now. It's probably, I couldn't imagine a better place to be in the whole world right now than Nova Scotia. And I have traveled the entire planet, from Asia to Australia, New Zealand, all over the US. And I've seen how people live. I've seen the type of homes they live in, and the lifestyle, whether it's inner city or rural. And I still think that Nova Scotia is the best place to be. And I want to share that with people that want to move here and have a better life. So, you know, when I come home, when I'm away somewhere and I drive in my driveway and I can hear the crashing of the waves coming in on the beach, I know I'm home and I feel home. And when I lived in the big cities across this country, I never had that feeling. I was in the moment, working, and on that corporate treadmill, just going through the motions. And then we moved back home to Nova Scotia, and a whole new world and a whole new vision comes to life when, you know, the cost of living or buying a home is drastically less than anywhere else in the country. But yet you can live on the ocean. You know, the way of life is slower, people are more friendly. You just get up in the morning, you watch the sunrise, you go for a swim in the ocean, it's fresh, it's clean. Your kids just are absolutely enthralled with seeing lobster running around on the ocean floor while we're snorkeling. Things that they would never have seen if we were living in Toronto, for instance. So I want to be able to portray that and to bring that to people so that they can come home to Nova Scotia and experience a way of life that you can never do, especially in this day and age with what's happening in the world, in the big cities. You're living in an apartment or a condo. It's not really a way of life as much as it is just getting by, and that's not really living. So come home to Nova Scotia, I say, and I'll help you find the right home and get you moved in as quickly as possible so you can enjoy life the way you should be enjoying life.